It's finally here, people. I've been waiting for this moment. You've been waiting for this moment. Musholu Tensei. Sundays are back, baby. We might not have JoJo Fridays no more, but we got Musholu Tensei Sundays. And that's always pleasing. Now, there has been a lot of hype, even more hype than usual when it comes to these continuations when it comes to anime. Usually when anime is very popular, and the first season, sometimes the hype for it dies down in the second season, most of the times. Very few instances it happens where the hype is even stronger than ever before. I'm seeing fan art, people are even coloring pictures for the light novel, everything, making guesses, discussions, and of course a few negative things. Negative things is the trailers that we have seen throughout the year, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, the animation looks bad, it looks terrible." And I'm looking at, I'm like, "What do you guys want?" I'm not trying to like bad work, and I don't think it's bad work. These people aren't getting paid much. You're probably making more than they are, and they're doing their best to give out quality animation. And you guys are acting like y'all paying them, y'all putting food on their tables, like y'all customers. Y'all just watching a show on a streaming service, and that's probably money's not even going to them at all. So for those of you who are complaining about it and stuff like that, you have your right to be criticizing. But say it's total garbage. You people haven't seen bad animation. You guys haven't seen that yet, trust me. But anyways, let's not talk about this. First of all, season 2 starts off with episode 0. That's right, not episode 1, 0. How many times do we get an episode 0 when it comes to a show? Usually we get episode 0 at the end when the show is over with. Like, okay, the season's done, here comes episode 0. Nope, we get it at the very beginning, which is a very rarity in my opinion. And it starts off with Selfie, aka Silent Fitz. Now, as you don't know, Selfie is my favorite of the 3 girls. You know, Eris has one of the best, probably the best character development between the 3 girls, but I really can't sometimes stand her personality sometimes, even when she gets older. And I feel like Roxy's kind of overrated and stuff because, yeah, she's an entertaining character, but she doesn't really provide much. It's not that interesting in my opinion. Selfie, in my opinion, is the best. She starts off a weak little crybaby, and then she learns to stand for herself, and now she's going through these terrible situations, and to the point where she can stand on her own. That's beautiful character development right there. She's progressing as a human being, well, an elf. But that's how I liked her so much. She was just cool. Anyways, let's talk about what happened. She's coming from the Mana disaster, a great teleportation incident, and she's falling from the sky. Think about it. Paul so far has it the luckiest of all of them. Paul and Norm ended up in the middle of the fields. Lilia and Aisha were drowning, and God knows where Xenophon is. But Selfie, she's falling from the sky. I must remind you people, keep reminding you people, that the teleportation incident was terrible. Think about it. If Lilia and Aisha were drowning, and Selfie was falling from the sky, think about what happened to other people. Other people were trapped between surfaces, as in between walls, the ground. They were teleported at random places. Think about it. Some were teleported into dungeons, caves, or right in the middle, like Eris's parents were on the middle of a battlefield, and they were brutally mutilated. I mean, they weren't in detail what happened to them in the anime, but in the novels and manga, it's a sight you don't want to see. What happened to Eris's parents? So the teleportation incident, I keep telling you, it was terrible, very traumatic. But anyways, we start off with 3 characters: Ariel, Luke, and Derek. Only 2 of these characters will continue on. Sorry, Derek. But not to say Derek was not supposed to be important, by the way. Ariel is a princess, and she has no ambitions of being a ruler because she has no confidence or believes she can be a ruler. So she's just fine just living her life under the thumb of her older brother, and that is it. However, Derek doesn't want to see this. And then there's also Luke, her guard. And when it comes to Luke, believe it or not, Luke is actually Rudius's cousin. That's right, Luke's father is brothers with Rudius's father, but Paul, believe it or not, is the oldest, and was supposed to be the heir to the Notor's family name. However, he had a falling out with his dad, and he ran away. So it fell onto the little brother, Luke's father. And believe it or not, Paul was actually really good at his job and what he did. He just had no interest in it, so he just ran away. Kind of like Zenith. Zenith herself was also family to a bunch of high-ranking nobles in Melis, but she ran away. And they too joined a party and they got married. That's what happened. So anyways, that's a little something you want to know about Luke. Now, when it comes to Derek, here's a little something. In an alternate timeline where Rudius does not exist in this world, Derek does help Ariel become ruler of the kingdom. That is his main role. His main role was to help her become ruler. He had a strong determination in what it means to become a ruler. So because of that, he helped her to reach that point. Now that he's gone, it's going to be a lot more difficult for Ariel to gain that. But now this time, it will be hard for Ariel to become ruler, but she will be a better ruler than she was before because of the struggle she will have to go through to become a ruler. So that's good there. It just had to cause the sacrifice of your right-hand man. Now, Magical Beast shows up, and first I thought it was just a normal boar at first. Just a normal boar, because the way you look at it first. But nope, this thing got arms. And it yeeted Luke across the fields, man, and just destroyed Derek, by the way. But luckily, Selphie was falling down and was using her magic to break her fall. Now, a lot of you were wondering, why did her hair turn white? And that is because she was using a lot of mana when she was in the sky. She was doing whatever she can to make sure she doesn't fall hard. She'll break her fall. So she was just using water magic, wind magic, whatever she can use, think of recklessly, so she can break the fall. And she landed on the boar's head and killed it. And because of that, it caused so much stress to her body that her hair became white. Now, some of y'all might think that's sad, but actually it's pretty cool. Now, of course, white hair looks cool on anime characters, but also Selphie liked the new look because she hated her green hair and she was always bullied because of her green hair. That's why, because it looked like the Superb, but there's actually more to it than it just being about the Superb. It's actually because of the lot place factor. Now, the lot place factor I'm not going to get into, but that's the real reason why her hair was like that. But anyways, let's get off to the fact that, in a way, it kind of felt like Ariel was doing whatever she can to persuade Selphie to stay by saying that, if the guards see you, they'll capture you, or there's no way you can find your family right now, you're on your own and stuff. It just kept hitting her with bad news after bad news, and she just woke up. But she said, but if you stay with me, I can help you. So it's like, in a way, Ariel has her own devious way, despite her being one of the good guys. She's the lighter shade of darkness, you would say. But anyways, so Selphie becomes Silent Fitz when she puts on the shades, stays quiet, and stays by Ariel's side at all costs. And she's not used to being a guard, standing around all day, having her legs sleep, and you are trained to do that as time goes on. And of course, we see other characters, such as Ariel's older brother, and even though he is the main antagonist in Ariel's life, the one I can't stand the most, the one I hate the most, is that fat bastard that's beside him the entire time. That guy's name is Darius. Do you remember Darius? Remember when Rudius met back up with Eris and them in the Beast Village, and she was talking about her grandfather, and the person who caused the execution of her grandfather was a fat, bald bastard? That was Darius. Now let me tell you something about Darius. Darius is a very terrible, terrible man. He's a He's not royalty, but he's a high-ranking noble and super, super rich. He has hands in many, many pockets, and he can pretty much get away with anything. So that is why he is so close to Ariel's older brother's side, because he's just that devious. Now, what makes this guy sick more than anything to me is what he does. Remember when Eris was about to be kidnapped? Eris was about to be kidnapped and stuff in the first season. Guess who orchestrated that kidnapping? Yeah, and Eris wasn't the only one. For years, and I do mean years, this dude has kidnapped other nobles' children and did you know what with them. And when he was done with them, he will sell them off to slavery. Yes, that's how disgusting this dude is. That is Darius. This is why, to me, Darius is my most hated character in this series. This dude is so irredeemable, disgusting, and filthy. Oh my god, I can't stand this dude. He is just the worst, in my opinion. And it's going to take a while for them to meet him again, but god, Darius is terrible. So, anyways, I can say the difference when Selphie landed on the boar. Yes, switching back to the boar. I can recall in the light novels when she landed, they didn't explain it much, but she actually broke some of her limbs when she fell. So her attacking the beast didn't break the fall enough for her to be completely safe. She wasn't just unconscious, but she also broke her limbs. Also, did you know in the manga, for some reason they had her losing her memory for a while. I don't know why, but that was a thing for some reason. But no, she didn't lose her memory in the original story. It's weird that they did that. Now, with that being said, Selphie's been having nightmares as well of her falling into a pitch black place. Now, the thing about Selphie is that she has dreams. It's not just this nightmare she will have. She will have nightmares in future episodes later on in the series and stuff. And she seemed to have dreams a lot that kind of foresee something. So I guess it's probably an ability she probably don't know she has. Or maybe it's just a sense of instinct. I don't know, but she had these dreams before, again, as I recall reading in the light novels. Yeah, she goes through these things in these dreams. Now, I will not spoil these dreams, because these dreams have hard spoilers. But either way, she won't have the dreams for a while. But until then, her dreams were soothed thanks to her being with Ariel. Now, the reason why Fitz was so scared of being with Ariel is because you know you live among nobles. Nobles have very, very dirty attitudes. You saw freaking Eris's grandfather and even the father who was willing to give Eris to Rudius like that. And even the mom, if you don't know, actually tried to get Eris to sleep with Rudius, believe it or not. That's right, Eris' mom tried to get them to knock boots. Same with the father, just to pull political power. And of course, grandfather knocks boots the maids. But yes, nobles in that world are extremely kinky in a way, and they'll use their guards, their maids, and servants to satisfy their pleasures. If you don't know, very interesting. It's just stuff I want you guys to know. That's why Selphie was so worried about spending a night with Ariel. And by the way, Ariel goes both ways. That's why Ariel is bi. She goes both ways, by the way. Yeah. She'll be able to make out with a chick, and she'll be able to make out with a dude. And even in some older timelines, she has multitude of suitors around her, too, by the way. So there's that as well. You wanted to know that. So they got attacked, and it turns out the attack came from inside the house. And now they're on their way to escape to find somewhere safe until she is ready to take back the kingdom. So then there goes Selphie's journey of becoming a royal guard towards the princess. And that was episode 0. Man, it was good. I liked it. You know, it had good animation, despite what the naysayers were saying on Twitter. The voice acting, of course, is always good. Color backgrounds color backgrounds sometimes were always, they were always sometimes good or great. Never bad or mad. It's always good or great. I think the backgrounds in this episode was good, but not great. I will give that. And of course, art designs is great for the kind of setting. It's something that I feel like a lot of isekais fail to do. Is when you're watching a lot of isekais, like I do, they always fail to capture the atmosphere of actual Western medieval culture. You know, they'll have the Westerners still doing some Japanese or Eastern related things, even though that's something they will never do. And you can catch them slipping a lot in a lot of these isekais. But hey, that's what happens when you don't do your research or you don't put your heart into actually making a good series that's based off of Western medieval culture. But that's all I gotta say about that. I'm just glad it's back, man. Ooh, what's that? What? Almost 16 minutes, man. I gotta end this thing. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys look forward to more Musholu Tensei videos on this channel. So of course, like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon. This has been a Madcrownxox on anime. Signing out.